Hello, men. Craig James here from masculinebydesign.com and the host of the Masculine by Design Mancast. I want to talk to you guys today about finding productive ways to handle your stress. Before I do that, though, I want to remind all of you watching to please subscribe. You can do that by clicking on the subscribe button below. Make sure that you stay up to speed with all the new videos that I'm posting. I have a lot of really important announcements coming up this month. A really awesome project that I'm working on that's going to bring men together from all walks of life who are striving to be masculine, striving to be excellent men, to hold each other accountable, to build networks with like-minded men who are all striving for similar things in life, to be an excellent father, to be excellent in their careers, to be excellent husbands, and so on and so forth, be excellent in their fitness, all of these things. So you want to subscribe so you can stay up to speed with all those announcements and the things that I'll be up to here in the next few weeks. Also, be sure to search for the Masculine by Design Mancast on SoundCloud, where I have it hosted there. You can also find it on iTunes. I have a lot of interesting and informative, actionable episodes lined up for you guys here in the coming weeks, so you definitely don't want to miss out there either. Okay, so I want to talk about finding productive outlets for your stress. So men, we have a tendency to do things that only serve to damage us or only serve to take us further away from our goals when we get stressed. That's kind of the default position. That's the norm. So I had a really tough day at work today. I woke up a little bit early actually, but I was moving a little bit slowly this morning. I was working on the project that I mentioned a little bit earlier. I lost track of time. I got to work late, which wasn't good because I had a lot to get done, and that just made for a stressful start to my day. We're working on implementing a new business system at my work, and I'm a key player in that, so there's a lot of responsibility on my shoulders to make sure that that gets implemented successfully and that it's set up in a way that we can track the metrics that we want to track and a number of other functions that we want to use that business system for. We're also short-staffed right now. I work for a smaller company. I'm the vice president of operations, so part of what my role is to find qualified, skilled resources to fill the gaps that we have, and we're growing really fast, so we have a lot of gaps, and it's hard to find qualified resources fast enough. I did have an interview with one man today for a key position. I think he's going to work out, but we'll see. So that was good news. In addition to that, we had a product that needed to ship out the door, and the truck was there to pick it up at about 4:30, and we found a mechanical failure that led to me staying there until about 7 o'clock tonight, which is a couple hours later than I usually do. We had a couple of other guys that were there with me. We were all working through trying to get this issue resolved. We ended up not getting it completely resolved until after the truck had to leave because it was the end of the driver's day. So it didn't go out. I had to have a tough conversation with the customer explaining that we're going to be a day late getting them the product. So it was a stressful day. Now, these kind of days are not unique. These are things that all of us deal with at times. It just kind of comes with the territory of working hard, doing challenging things. That's just how it goes. But what isn't the norm is the way that I deal with these stresses now. When I left work, I could just feel that stress weighing on me. The stress of the things that didn't go quite as I wanted them to go today, and the things waiting for me tomorrow that still need to get done. And in years past, when I would be faced with these kinds of situations, I would come home and immediately reach for the alcohol. I'd reach for a glass of Jack Daniels on the rocks, or maybe an IPA, whatever, to help myself to unwind, to relax. I might engage in watching porn or just some kind of unhealthy activity. And as I mentioned earlier, guys, that's a very unhealthy way to relieve stress. It's an unhealthy outlet. There are many unhealthy outlets that men turn to. Watching sports is another one. Not that there's anything inherently wrong with watching sports, but it's not productive. It's something that guys turn to and spend hours upon hours doing every week, instead of using that time to actualize their life's desires or improve their lives in some way, shape, or form. So tonight, I came home and I remembered back to how I used to handle my stress, and I wasn't tempted to reach for the bottle or watch porn or any of that stuff. I'm actually working through Hunter Drew's December of Discipline right now. Porn is off limits. Not really something I tend to struggle with anyway. My wife and I have a very vibrant sex life, so I'm taken care of in that regard. So I'm not very tempted by porn most of the time. But even if I were, I've made a decision that I wouldn't do that anyway. I'm sticking to my guns. I'm sticking to the plan that Hunter has laid out for December of Discipline, so I won't do that. But what I decided to do, I decided to lift weights. I just got done getting a workout in. I decided to train my body. I decided to use a productive outlet to relieve my stress. I decided to make a video. I want to help other men with the lessons that I have learned in life. I'm using this as a productive outlet for my stress. I feel so much better just after lifting weights and getting in front of this camera. My kids are at church right now with my wife. They're going to be home any minute now. So when I'm done with this video, I'm going to spend some time with my kids. I'm going to feed into them. I'm going to read to them. I'm going to ask them the lessons they learned today during homeschool. I'm going to drive home the important points of those lessons. When they go to bed, I'm going to continue working on delivering solid content for you guys by working on the project that I mentioned that I'm working on, so that I can actualize my life's desires of bringing men together under my leadership, for us to come together to strive for masculinity, to strive for excellence, to hold each other accountable, to hold each other to higher standards. That's a stress relief for me, guys. More work is what most people would see. But every one of you guys who are watching this, when you are tempted to do something that's unhealthy, that's going to take you away from your life's desires, or at least not take you any closer to it, you need to remember that there are healthier ways for you to relieve that stress, and you'll feel so much better when you're done. I feel so much better now after training my body, after getting behind this camera, than I would if I had reached for the bottle, if I had reached for a few beers. I feel so much better. I'm going to go to bed tonight feeling satisfied because I did the things that I know I needed to do to achieve my life's desires and to keep furthering my potential forward. So guys, if you find yourself stressed, and many of you are stressed on a daily basis. I know that there are weeks where every single night I come home from work and I'm stressed. And these workouts and producing content and interacting with the men who follow me on Twitter and on Facebook, that helps. That gives me a stress relief. That gets me through. It's a productive way for me to provide value to others, get value from them, have them to feed into my life. And my stress is gone as a result. And it's just a fantastic way to relieve that stress. So I hope you guys find this helpful. The next time you feel stressed, find a productive outlet. Work out, create something, build with your mind, read a book, add value to your children, spend some time with your wife, have some deep discussions, spend time in prayer, meditate. Those are great activities to relieve stress. So if you guys enjoyed this video, again, be sure to subscribe by clicking the subscribe button below. That way you can stay up to speed with all the future videos I have planned. Again, I'm working on an awesome, amazing, grand project that will bring men together. You definitely don't want to miss that out. I hope that all of you who follow me will come along for that ride because it's going to be incredible. It's going to be awesome. Men are going to be coming out on the other side of that more masculine, more excellent, better husbands, better fathers, more self-actualized in all of their life's desires. So that's it, guys. Until next time, this is Craig James on Twitter @MasculineDesign. I'm out.